Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. There are some serious signs that the United States administration is losing its patience with Zelensky and his clique. And that is, I think, according to all the reports I read and the mass media articles regarding the incident in Poland with the missile. After an hour after Poland claimed that, hey, a missile fell on our territory, Zelensky claimed it was the Russians. And he called and expressed his condolences to Duda, the president of Poland, and so on. So he made all the efforts to point out that it was the Russians. And he asked that they should act, the NATO should act, and this is an escalation. And there was a Weasel intelligence report, initial report from the United States that stated, yes, that's a Russian missile that hit Poland. And then after a little bit of more discussions and investigation, they said, no, it was actually Ukrainian. Zelensky continued to say, no, it was not. It's Russian. You got to do something. It's like he was pushing everybody else to attack or, I don't know, do something to Russia. And I think that irritated the shit out of many leaders. And it doesn't mean that, I don't know, Macron can be irritated or Scholz or, I don't know, these are not important. United States, if that's irritated, that would change anything. Everything, not anything, everything and anything. So in this case, we got Biden, who's irritated with Zelensky who continues to insist that that missile is not Ukrainian. That missile is Russian. Everybody else says, shut your pie hole, that is yours. Did you hear that? No, it's not mine. It's Russian. You gotta do something to Russia. Maybe it's so, but the thing is, Zelensky doesn't follow orders. Even if it's Russian, and NATO wants to hide it, this guy is calling them out, and he's a weasel. He should shut the fuck up, but he doesn't. So I think he's going to be smacked pretty soon. I have 5 individuals, important individuals, unfortunately, who contacted and told Zelensky and his clique, hey, shut the fuck up. And they're still yapping around that it's not ours, not ours. He doesn't want to get the hint. He wants something to happen. I think that will mean that he's going to get in trouble. That's what's going to happen. But he doesn't know it yet. But he keeps yapping. So let's go with this article coming from The Insider. Not a Russian or Ukrainian media outlet. And it's from November 17th today, 2022. Biden disputes Zelensky's claim that the missile that hit Poland was not Ukrainian. And I'm quoting, that's not the evidence. And I'm adding weasel, clown actually. Biden contradicted Zelensky's claim that the missile that hit Poland was not Ukrainian. And I'm quoting, that's not the evidence, end quote, Biden said in response to Zelensky's remarks. Poland and NATO also say the missile was likely a Ukrainian defense missile that accidentally hit Poland. So they tried to make it somehow that, hey, take it easy, don't escalate. And the crazy, yes, I want to escalate it. And I want you to do that, otherwise you're the bad dudes. And it's going to be smacked. You'll see. President Joe Biden said that the Ukrainian president's insistence that the missile that killed 2 people in NATO member state Poland was not Ukrainian was not backed up by the available evidence. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky told reporters on Wednesday, today, that I have no doubt that it was not our rocket, end quote, according to the Ukrainian Interfax news agency. But Biden refuted this on Thursday. Asked by reporters about Zelensky's comment, Biden responded by saying, and I'm quoting, you heard it like 5 times already, that's not the evidence, according to Sky News. The US, Poland and NATO have all said that the missile that killed 2 people in Poland on Tuesday appeared to have come from Ukraine. though they know that investigations are ongoing. Poland and NATO said that the missile likely came from Ukraine's air defense system as it tried to intercept a barrage of missiles Russia fired at Ukraine on Tuesday. The barrage was likely, and I'm quoting, the largest number of strikes that Russia has conducted in a single day since the first week of the invasion, according to the UK's Ministry of Defense. Allies of Ukraine, like the UK and Canada, have said that the incident was still ultimately Russia's fault by forcing Ukraine to defend itself. How about you agreeing with the government that overthrew Yanukovych government in 2014? That coup d'etat, illegal. Remember, that was a democratically elected government in Ukraine that toppled with the help of the free world. And the next ones were immediately recognized. So how about that? Canada, fucking Trudeau, and UK in this case, right? Yeah, ultimately it's not that. Ultimately we go to God. Why did God create this world? Because look how much evil is there. Well, it's not his fault. It's the devil's fault. Okay, who created them? Oh, no, we didn't create good. The devil just wanted to take over. And but who created that desire? Who created that desire to be available in the Satan? Huh? Satan developed it? No, the maker of everything. Oh, you have free will. You have free. Yeah, okay. So who made the free will? And anyway, I'm not going to get into it now. So anyway, if we go to make someone responsible, we go to us, because some of us think that God was created by our brains. So there you have it. We go in circles here. Let's move back here. Let me clear. It's a quote. Let me clear. That is not Ukraine's fault. Russia bears ultimate responsibility as it continues its illegal war against Ukraine, NATO General Secretary Jens Stoltenberg said on Wednesday. Okay, let's see the illegal stuff. Was the war against Serbia legal? That NATO, those fuckers, conducted in 1999. It was illegal, my boy. All right, another one. Do you know how many resolutions were voted to condemn United States embargo on Cuba? Unilateral. 29 overwhelmingly voted to condemn United States. Who was in violation of some, United Nations little, whatever you want to call them. I don't remember right now. Resolutions. Did United States do anything about it? Yeah. Fuck off. That's what he did. 29 times in 60 years. So how about that? Who's in violation of what? Who's doing illegally what? You can say, wait a minute. Well, the communists took over and they nationalized the big guys in Havana and in Cuba, and we need retributions and so on. That could have been discussed even now. But anyway, that's a different story. I'm just saying, once you are, you pretend you point your fingers to everyone and you have behind you a mountain of bullshit, nobody's going to listen to you, and including you, Stoltenberg. You are the chief of NATO. Did you illegally bombard as a defensive alliance Yugoslavia? Yes, that's a war crime. That's a war fucking crime, isn't it? So, I want to see certain guys in a certain location and taken care of with candies and other things, if you know what I mean. They're still alive. They're still alive. I didn't hear you saying anything about that, Stoltenberg. And you're a defensive alliance. Oh, I think you as a defensive alliance are involved in Libya, remember? Who died there? How many people died? The country was wrecked. A leader was killed, as bad as he was. It was not for you to decide that. You're a defensive alliance. Did Libya attack any NATO countries? No. So why did you attack? Why did you get involved? Please. So anyway, this is where we are with this. Russia is responsible. Okay, if Russia is responsible, so are you. Because remember the Minsk agreements? Who implemented them? Nobody. Why? Because they were told, hey, take it easy, we just buy time. And I have another article where the president, Poroshenko, I think is his name, he comes out and he says, you know what, those agreements, we signed them just to buy time to build our military. That's he says. I'm going to make a video tonight about that. Poroshenko. Well, let me see his guy's weasel name. All right, where are you, man, my boy? Because I know I saw you today because I got it. All right, here is Poroshenko. That's his name. Kiev joined Minsk peace process only to build up arms with NATO's help. Poroshenko says. So I will make a video on that tonight. So, you know, all these things ultimately go to the same fucking guys who point fingers to everybody else. Partly every one of these guys are the Russians they have their part of guilt. These guys, Zimbabwe has a lot of guilt from across Atlantic. The 4 little pigs, kosher pigs in Ukraine have a lot of. The people who overthrew the government, those are called traitors with outside help, a democratically elected government. Those are still alive. Where are they? Where are they? Find them, bring them in front of justice. So don't, you know, all this ultimately justice and it's a big. They're lying, man. They're lying. And I give you this example. If you drive your car 3 miles over the speed limit, by the way, I come to this not because I got a ticket. I didn't get a ticket in 50 years. But anyway, that means I'm 17. No. Anyway, so I'm just saying, if you drive your car 3 miles over the speed limit, your registration in your driver's license, please, off. You know, for that you give me a ticket. Insurance up, pay that, points on my license, right? But these guys are killing people, destroy countries, and they're still the best guys. Really? That's the world we fucking live in. This is the world we live in. And they say, let's go and vote. For what? For the guys that put forward in front of us to vote? Who are those weasels? Who are those weasels? And then who counts the votes? Who counts? Stalin? Remember, Stalin said, yeah, let them, no, we have the short, yeah, let them vote, but as long as we count the votes. Yeah, that's valid everywhere. You want to vote? Go ahead. Let me count the votes. I'm an honest person. Swear God. Anyway, let's move on. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.